How's it going, guys? Trey Clark here, as I usually am, and it is Easter Sunday, and when I was talking about He is risen, I want to talk about what happened 3 days before He rose, if you believe in this. And even if you don't believe that He came back, it is pretty well believed among everyone that Jesus Christ was sacrificed on the cross. And I'm talking about the crucifixion here. So the idea of us showing crosses on our, above our mantles and fireplaces and above our beds and stuff, it used to bother me. I was like, why would we do that? So I inadvertently looked into what the crucifixion really is. What is a crucifix? So of course, it's the cross, right? And so what happens is nails through the hands, okay? There's a cross here, and then as it goes down, your feet are crossed over each other and a nail driven through the feet. So, but they do it in such a way that you don't just hang. Because what happens is once you do this, it cuts off your ability to breathe. So then it's just a lynching or a hanging or something. So what they do is they give your feet the ability to just barely let air come through, okay? So what happens is, by the way you die is that you finally suffocate. It's actually asphyxiation, but you have to submit to it. Because you have, as long as you have the strength to hold yourself up with your feet in combination with your arms, you can stay alive. Now, I don't know how long I would last, but probably not very long. But there's an art to the idea behind it. It's that there is a submission, which if you go through, most religions that claim to want to make us better, whether it's the Quran, which is about submission, us giving ourselves to God, and basically leading this world to its own self and us, transcending. So it's a way to, whoever's crucifying you, they get to watch you, whether it's the Roman Empire or Pontius Pilate or whatever, you have to at some point make the decision to let go. Because you're in too much pain to just forget about it. You know what I mean? It stimulates you. It's like having smelling salt right there. You don't ever relax until you just finally give up, okay? So as we think about, and look, I'm no minister, preacher, I don't know, whatever, and I've got plenty to work on myself each and every day, and I'm not telling anyone else what to think. However, it's interesting to know why the cross, because this bothered me. I was like, why do we just put an emblem of the worst thing that ever happened to the person that we're supposed to worship that died for us? Why would we put it up there as a cross of all things? I think we should put something more fun. But it's a sign of submission. It's a sign of going, there's something bigger, and I'm going to trust. And finally, you have to let go. And when you do, you asphyxiate, sorry. And then you go. That's the key behind it. And people don't realize that. It's the worst form of torture as far as leading to sure death. They can torture you in ways that they just keep you alive on purpose. But this is the one way that you keep yourself alive. I mean, that's intense if you think about it. I mean, just think about, you got nails in your hands, nails in your feet, and they do it in such a way that you are not going to fall off. You can't pull off. You can't just pull like an arrow out of your back or something like that. It ain't gonna happen like that. And then finally, at some point, you have to say, I'm done. And He did. And that's something that, I don't know, I wasn't thinking about very much, and I was like thinking about the obvious reality of what it would take to endure being nailed to a cross And why did they do that? And he didn't just hang there until he starved to death and the buzzards came. He had to submit. He had to give up. He had to say, enough, I'm ready to come home. And there's something there, and you can take away with that whatever you want. But I don't think Jesus was here to show us how to be perfect. That's why, why would he come as a man if that were the case? I think he was here to show us that our flesh can endure. Because, I don't know about you, but I feel like we're coming up on a time where we may be facing that. And I think it's important to look at that cross and go, all right, I'm not ready for it. I don't want it. I don't want it for anyone. But you can endure it. And it is possible. And we are strong enough. We are made in his image. And I know I put a lot of goofball stuff out here, but I'm being dead serious about this. That cross is a reminder that we can endure, because our time might come to where we're going to have to figure out what we're made of. So, happy Easter, everyone. Cheers.